On Saturday, November 13th, several people received a hoax email address from the FBI. But this email didn't come from some fake domain that's just trying to imitate a government email address. No, that happens all the time. These messages came from an actual FBI.gov domain. And the way that this hack was able to take place, I mean, it's not even really that much of a hack. Like, this is some serious low-hanging fruit that is probably going to make you laugh, maybe make you cringe, maybe a little of both. But first, let's take a look at the contents of the emails that were being sent. I was really hoping that they would be good morning emails, but unfortunately not. So you can see that this is coming from a real FBI.gov domain, subject, urgent, threat actor and systems. Our intelligence monitoring indicates exfiltration of several of your virtualized clusters and a sophisticated chain attack. We tried to black hole the transit nodes used by this advanced persistent threat actor. However, there is a huge chance that he will modify his attack with fast flux technologies, which he proxies through multiple global accelerators. We identified the threat actor to be Vinny Toria, whom is believed to be affiliated with the extortion gang, the Dark Overlord. We highly recommend you to check your systems and IDS monitoring. Beware, this threat actor is currently working under inspection of the NCCIC. As we are dependent on some of this intelligence research, we cannot interfere physically within 4 hours, which could be enough time to cause severe damage to your infrastructure. Stay safe. There are also no attachments sent with the email. You can obviously see in the body that there's no links being sent. There's no social engineering attempts that are being done here or any attempts to escalate this hack. It's just an obvious troll email. In fact, I don't even think that the FBI would use email to contact you if you actually did get pwned as bad as this email is trying to say. You know, if it was that bad and the FBI had to get involved, your email systems would probably be pwned as well in that scenario. I would expect them to probably just send a carrier pigeon or maybe show up in person with a folder and say, hey man, we got to brief you on what happened out in some Amish guy's cornfield. Yeah, you're totally pwned. Leave all your technology here. Even that Garmin watch, it can't be trusted either. Now, around the same time that people all over the world were getting this email, and some people apparently didn't realize it was a troll and they were freaking out. Like, I was reading some post on Reddit about this guy whose boss was insisting on ordering all of this super expensive network security equipment because they're like, oh no, they're in our networks. Right around the time that that was happening, Krebs on Security got an email from the same address saying, hi, it's Pom Pom Purin. Check the headers of this email. It's actually coming from the FBI server. So yeah, again, legit FBI or legit email or coming from a legit FBI account, not some kind of a spoofed email or anything like that. I'm contacting you today because we located a botnet being hosted on your forehead. Please take immediate action. Thanks. So yeah, the person who did this hack is probably this guy or girl. I don't think their gender is known, who also hacked Vinny's Twitter last May. And that's where the whole reference to Vinny comes from. They're continuing to poke fun at him. But anyway, let's get into how this elite hacker, Pom Pom Purin, was able to own the FBI. So the feds have this law enforcement portal, okay? And it tells you right here what the purpose of it is supposed to be. So let's see if I can zoom it in a bit. Okay, so the FBI's Law Enforcement Enterprise Portal, LEAP, is a gateway providing law enforcement agencies, intelligence group, and criminal justice entities access to beneficial resources. These resources will strengthen case development for investigations, enhance information sharing between agencies, and be accessible in one centralized location. So clearly, this sounds like something that only law enforcement is supposed to be able to access, but you know, you're still able to access it now. So maybe us citizens just having access to this part of it isn't that big of a deal. But the problem is you used to be able to just apply for an account. Okay, anybody used to be able to do that, and then I presume you would be able to sign in from here. Now, if we try to apply for an account, okay, you'll see what's going to happen. It's just going to take us to a really generic error page, and it tells us unknown message. So this is clearly something that was just done in a rush. Like this isn't even really the real page that you should be shown for something like this. Now I'll show you what it looked like before. Okay, so we're here on archive.org. This is an archive of the web page from April the 15th. So I won't be able to go through the whole thing, but I can also, I've got another document that can show you part of what the application looks like. Okay, so this is what Pom did. He just clicked on create an account, and you can see this is the page it would take you to as of just a few days ago when they changed it. Okay, so we're gonna say that we want the law enforcement enterprise portal. And this isn't actually going into any of the FBI systems right now. Like you can see, we're all in archive.org right now. And it takes a little while because I think that this page was archived, yeah, March 18th. So yeah, so it gives you this general privacy statement, and you actually can't even get past this, but we can go over to this job aid which actually walks you through how to apply for a Leap account. And this is all exactly the information that Pom was giving to Curbs and Security in like a quick little interview they did after this. So basically they went through these steps. So yeah, you can see go to the Leap portal, and then on privacy statement you hit accept. Okay, and then it just walks you through this, you know, reCAPTCHA stuff where you enter in an email address. And then most of it is just filling out forms for the most part. And keep that in mind because that's an important part of how this hack was conducted. Oh, and one other thing that I want to point out real quick. So notice how this is published in November of 2019. Okay, it says V4, so maybe this is like the 4th edit of it. But fairly recently, this document was edited or published or whatever. But if we go back up to step 1, it's telling us open Internet Explorer or another web browser. But clearly they're recommending Internet Explorer since that's the browser that they mentioned by name. And I can't believe that they're still recommending people to use Internet Explorer in November 2019. Like this is on justice.gov, right? Like this is an actual job aid that government people use maybe on a regular basis. I don't know how often they access this, but yeah, they're recommending you use Internet Explorer. Not even Microsoft recommends you use Internet Explorer. In fact, Microsoft doesn't even make their own browser anymore because these days Edge is Chrome. But anyway, after filling out these forms and stuff, the application gets to a page that tells you that they have to email you a one-time passcode to verify the email address that you gave them. The problem, though, is the website actually leaks this passcode. So really the whole email validation thing is completely useless. But worse yet, the entire email itself is being generated client-side. So you can see this. This is one of the, I guess, screenshots that Pom took when they were doing this. So you can see right here that this is essentially how the email is being generated here. So we have in this post, the to, right? This is their email address. The text content, this is the body of the email. Subject, which is of course the subject, and then result is just a message that's telling you the email is sent successfully. And then of course, all of these values can be easily manipulated. You can literally just change them right there in developer tools. And so you can see this is one of the test emails that they generated saying, hey, sexy, and subject is sex. So clearly they can change the subject, and they're just sending it to themselves, but obviously they can change who it's to as well. So what do when you discover this? Well, obviously you create a shell script to spam thousands of email addresses, this nonsense, and you troll Vinny at the same time. Honestly, it's kind of hard for me to believe that the FBI would fail this hard. I mean, I guess we should have known this since their own internal documentation is still recommending that people use Internet Explorer. But I mean, damn. Generating emails client-side without sanitizing the inputs, it's almost like they were asking to be hacked. So I'm going to say that here the score is FBI 0, Gray Hat Hacker named after a Hello Kitty character 1. And that's not a diss to Pom Pom Purr. And Hello Kitty is a very serious anime, so I'm sure that this is a very serious hacker. We don't want no smoke, bro. But that's it for this video, guys. Like and comment to hack the algorithm. Share the link to this video if you decide to hack a poorly designed government email system, and have a great rest of your day.